Hades slash Hell KERBECS is one of the most iconic modified Beyblades, but it's also, in my opinion, one of the best to buy. Literally, there is not a single bad part on this Beyblade other than the tip. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy T-Flame, T4 T get it all till I can't go no more. And today I'm going to be going over the most versatile Beyblade ever, and that is Hell KERBECS or Hades KERBECS. This Beyblade is so versatile, and it's a it's a Bay I highly recommend, specifically in the 4D format where it bans, Synchrome, and it mainly focuses on 4D parts, and some of the other parts banned from limited. This guy excels because BD145, of course, is one of the most powerful spin tracks, but when used on other Beyblades, it has to be, put with this part facing down, and it could scrape. But when it's on Hell KERBECS, it does not have that issue. It actually completes the bay a little bit and makes it a circle, reducing the recoil on this bay, and the stamina on this guy is ridiculous. Even in base, this guy can be pretty solid. But really, if you do one upgrade to this bay, you pretty much have a pretty much all around solid bay. And that's really the best thing I like to do, is just put CS on it, which CS essentially is almost like what is this, defense spike. So like it's pretty much almost the same thing, except instead of plastic, this is rubber. So it like and then it adds just a little bit of height. So really, you just ditch the tip, and here you got a real versatile Beyblade. But not only that, I'm gonna get into a little bit later in this video. This is pretty much the best build. I'm thinking using BD145. But if you want to take off BD145, you can actually get a good attacker. I like using Metal Flat because you can tornado stall with this guy because it has good stamina but a good amount of recoil. But you can also put a rubber tip on this guy, so it's also good for recoil. I mean, it's good for attack. So really, you got the best of both worlds with this Bay. You can make it really, you can do really stamina and defense, or you can make it like attack. Like you really, like, not a lot of Beyblades, specifically in Metal Fight, are either really good for stamina, good for attack, or defense. There's not really a lot of in between. If there is, the Bay kind of like is better at one thing or another. There's nothing really, I want to say, probably as versatile as this, being as good for attack and stamina at the same freaking time. The only other thing I could probably say is close is like Basalt, but the problem with Basalt is that because it's off balance for stamina, it can get outspun by a lot of stamina stuff. But anyway, let's get into some battles. But before we dive into this video, if you're interested in picking up any of the latest Beyblade X releases, make sure to do that at Mall of Toys. When you go to Mall of Toys and use code TFLAME2K, you save 5% at checkout and you support the channel. Highly recommend going there if you're trying to catch up on Beyblades by the latest releases, but they also got other nerdy things like Japanese Pokemon cards and Legos. So if you're interested, link is in the description, and when you shop there, use code TFLAME2K. Thank you, Mall of Toys, for sponsoring this video. But yeah, so first things first, I just want to show y'all like the defense capabilities on this thing. Like, it's good at stamina, we'll get to that, but just with this, like, CS has good stamina, but other things like WD and other things have stamina as well. But the good thing about CS is it has more defense than like WD. But I mean, I feel like there's no other like iconic attacker. Well, there's two iconic attackers. We got freaking Diablo R145 up. Let me clean the RF tip before someone comments. Oh, your RF tips are dirty. Okay, that's about as best as I can get. I'm sorry. Rubber attracts dust. And so, yeah, we got Diablo on R145 with the freaking metal phase. I got the R145 even centralized with the big points. So, yeah, this is Diablo Bezelb. I actually pulled this when I was younger out of one random booster, and I thought it was a bad Beyblade because I didn't get Fusion 80s. Turns out this Beyblade is actually really rare. Unfortunately, I lost a Facebook. But anyway, let's do this. All right. Oh, and you know what? That's a point, because Diablo was too scared. It was too scared. Bunch of just smacking hits, big hits. As you can see, Diablo has so much weight to it, and the fact that it could just, yeah, no, not even phased a little bit. Diablo is just so heavy. Oh, damn it. Okay, yep, that was a big hit. See, look at that. It's getting smacked. Oh, that was a knockout. I mean, there's always a chance of that happening, right? But you see this Bay can tank hits. And there's actually a strategy to make it take hits better, which I did not do that time that it lost. And so basically with Metal Fight, and even with Burst a little bit, mainly with Metal Fight though, I mean not Burst, with mainly Beyblade X, mainly with Metal Fight, but sometimes with Beyblade X, with the Stamina Bay or Defensive Bay, you don't want to launch it as hard as possible, because if bays hit each other as hard as possible, you can have a perfect circle, but because of how fast they're spinning, if you launch it really fast, the chance of getting knocked out is higher. So what you want to do, because you have stamina versus an attack type, you know, you don't need all the stamina in the world, because the attack type will outspin itself, right? You don't need to try and outspin. What you want to do is reduce the amount of recoil you get. So you don't need to launch stupid hard to be able to tank hits. If anything, yeah, that was not some, of course, as I'm trying to teach y'all something, it don't happen. But I mean, with Beyblade, there's always a chance. But I didn't launch it that hard then, and as you can see, yeah, no, try this again. You know what? Maybe I'm still launching too hard. Maybe I gotta launch it even lighter. Okay, now that was a really, really light launch. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. See? Now I'm proving the point. Now I'm proving the point. See, I was still launching too hard, but the lighter you launch it, as you can see, even though you don't have enough, you don't have the most stamina in the world, just by doing that, you reduce your recoil. Let me do another one. That was a little too light, probably. Okay. Alright. Big hit. And see, it's able to neutralize the hits. And we're gonna try another attacker, the other great attacker in Metal Fight, which of course is none other than freaking Flash. I have this on 105 R2F with HADES. And so, this is another phenomenal attacker. I'm going to do the same method, not going to launch it too hard, especially because Flash is ridiculous. Yeah, it's still thrashing it around, as you can see, but look, it's able to tank it. It's able to tank it. Now I'm going to launch this. Yeah, I launched it a little harder that time. Oh, yeah. Oh. Flash this one out. That was a... We're going to redo that. That was a perfect flower pattern, as you can see. Well, damn near perfect, as you can see. It's getting a lot of direct hits, but it's able to just freaking take all of the hits, bruh. Like, this Bay is really crazy. And you would think, compared to 4D stuff, it wouldn't be that great. But low-key, it's almost like a 4D Beyblade before 4D, because it has, like, two parts that kind of, like, it can change modes and stuff. And the modes actually make a difference. Oh, I launched it harder that time. Oh, damn it, but... Of course. Okay, I'm gonna launch it harder just to see if maybe, you know. Yep, that's a hard launch. But still, it does not matter. It's able to shrug off all of these attacks, and it's able to kind of just move and dodge these attacks. I want to just get one battle where it gets a lot of head-on attacks before people say, oh, you're lying. You launch like a toddler. So that one guy that be talking crap in my comments, hey, yo, I thank you for your support, bro. Every view you give me is phenomenal, and I appreciate you for that. I'll take your views, and I'll take your engagement. Please comment again on this video. Anyway, sorry. Haters are the motivators. Anyway, all right, I want to get, yep. Oh, damn. See, okay, it got knocked out there, but I launched it hard that time. I'm gonna launch it not that hard. I want to see if we can get another. Yeah. I said we're gonna see if we can get another big hit. Oh, damn. Oh yeah, big hits, but you know, still get knocked out. Not that hard. It had it on the ropes. Okay. Launch it even slower. Oh, self knockout. That's the thing about recoil, is that you can have a lot of recoil, but sometimes you'll knock yourself out trying to knock out your opponent. Big hit. Okay, that was a snipe shot. That was a snipe shot. That was a snipe shot. Okay, yeah, it could still knock it out. Alright. But I will show one thing that I think is like low-key. I did this in testing. Now I want to see if it happens on camera. Against lower attack Beyblades, I had success in testing putting this in the other mode because this gap, from what I'd seen, neutralized recoil. Now, that was in testings, but let's see if this will actually happen. Oh, that was a bad launch. Yep, that was a bad launch. Alright, let's see. Nope, and it of course it does not work in it does not work. Okay, yeah, no, it does not work in testing. Okay, yeah, no, it does not work in testing. Well, to be fair, Flash is a very hard-hitting attack type. Flash is a very hard-hitting attack type. So, y'all saw it take hits, but it still kind of gets folded by Flash. But still, a lot of things get folded by Flash. I'm not going to hold that against it. As y'all saw, it won some battles. But it is hard to take hits against Flash. But I think, you know, we saw some good results there. Now, I want to move on to more stamina base. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do tempo on Metal Ball. Now, the reason why I have it on Metal Ball and not EWD is because Metal Ball gives weight. And my Metal Ball, see that, is a little aggressive. And that's good, because it's aggressive, but still has a good amount of stamina. So that's going to be a good little test here to see how good it is at taking hits and also outspinning. Because tempo is, I mean, not tempo. I have it on Basalt Susanoo. So Twisted or Basalt Susanoo is a combo. But still, you know, it is, like, heavier. But, Hell is heavy, but it has more stamina. It's not unbalanced. So that allows it to outspin quite a few things. And when that plastic is making contact with the opponent, that kind of like the plastic metal combination just really helps to stabilize opponents. So as we should see, Hell should hopefully outspin. Oh. Yep, okay, it gets the outspin. We'll just do one more. We'll just do one more. Aggressive. Okay, yep, see that? We got some big hits there on the ropes, but cannot deliver the finishing blow. Yep. 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 Alrighty. Yeah, this is stamina. Not like this is America, but this is stamina. This is stamina. Yo, what you living on? Police be tripping on. This is stamina. Police be tripping up. Alright. It should outspin. It looks like this is going to be an even bigger outspin, potentially. Yep. Alright. Got another outspin. Alright. Now let's move on to a really dominant stamina combo. We got, well, just Scythe is really good in the 4D format. I got it on 105 Eternal Wide Defense, EWD. With also a Metal Face Light. So this is a good little stamina comparison. Scythe is really good at stamina because Duo is banned. Scythe is really the next best thing. I mean, because Scythe is literally a freaking circle. But now we're getting plastic on plastic contact. But because KERBECS is taller, from what I can notice, the height, because it has BD 145 protecting it, it can kind of destabilize lower stamina types, which is what you're seeing right now, because Scythe is tipping. And that, as you can see, it can destabilize those taller stamina types and get a real hard outspin. Just because of, like, when it's attacking, it's able to kind of like this part is kind of pushing down on the opponent's bay, destabilizing them, right? So, let's try, here's a balance type, kind of balance and attack. I have wing kill but on CS, but this is my aggressive CS, so this is going to be a little test on that to see how it does against another CS user. Big hit. Okay, yep, big hit. Oh, destabilization. Now it's getting destabilized. But with CS is good at recovering from being destabilized. Uh-oh. They both are being destabilized. Dang, 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 dang. Let's see, let's see. Can it recover again, though? Can it recover? Can it recover? Can it recover, though? Can it recover, though? Can BD-145 pull off this recovery? Oh, damn. It barely lost. It barely lost right there. It barely lost right there. Let's do another one. So, like, it's not perfect. Like, this Beyblade can still lose, but I just think the fact that you can do stamina and then we're about to show attack with one Bey is pretty crazy. I mean, Wing is like that. Wing is good at, like, stamina and, well, mainly, like, balance, defense, and like, attack, kind of. Oh, and see, this time we're going to get the hard outspin. Yep. This time gets the nice hard outspin. Yep. And so now, as y'all can see, we got the versatility. It can beat attack, stamina, and defense. Now, let's put it on an aggressive build. We got this on metal flat, 90 metal flat. And so first thing we're going to put this on is scythe, and I got it on bearing drive. And let's just see. Oh, you did not see me just try to put that on the left spin launcher. Yeah, this is a little bit of a mismatch. For this, it'd probably be better to put it on like a rubber attack, which I'm about to do. And I launched it wrong. But I'm pretty sure you can get KO this joint with metal flat, right? Like, I've gotten KOs with metal flat. Alright, let's do that one more time. Do that nice little knockout. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, there we go. So there you go. There's that. Even against tempo, we're gonna put this. I mean, not tempo. We got basalt, a metal ball. That was a snipe knockout. That was a snipe knockout. Let's put this tornado stall it. But, oh, okay, but it just gets the freaking knockout. Okay, okay. Let's do it up against this balance combo from earlier. Now it's on the stamina mode, and it should be able to outspin CS. It should be able to outspin CS. Well, if I tornado stalled it more, but even then CS is struggling. As y'all can see, look at that. Look at that. Like, this is like, I want to compare it to like Bakushin. This thing is like very versatile. So, I just wanted to do some test battles and show y'all how versatile Hell is. You guys are on attack. Let me know your favorite combo with Hell, in Hell or Hades, however you want to call it, in the comments down below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.